G'day, my fellow media collectors. I'm Troy, and I'm the comic book movie collector. And today we have my monthly collection update. So let's see what I picked up for the month of January 2026. Let's get into it. And yes, welcome to another monthly update. Look, I haven't got too much this month. I've got some good stuff, don't get me wrong. I've got some good stuff. But as you'll see later, you'll see why I don't have too much stuff. As not only do I have a bargain of the month, but I have a scam of the month. Yes, I got done. But you'll see why later on. So make sure you stick around for that. It's a cautionary tale for all of you. Anyway, so to start this month off, a good mate of mine, Kane, has hooked me up yet again. We were talking the other day, and I had a couple he needed, and he had a couple of DVDs I needed, so we did a bit of a swap. As always, love the fact that there's people out there like yourselves that help me out, and I always like to try and help you out if I can as well. Always there to help our fellow collectors, and Kane has helped me with a lot of stuff on here as well. So thank you so much, Kane. I really do appreciate it, mate. And what did Kane send me? Well, he sent me this. Asterix and Obelix, I hope I said that right, take on Caesar on DVD. And of course, Kane sent that to me. Since I got some Asterix off another good mate of mine, John, who fixed me up there a few months ago, you would have seen I got a whole heap off him. Kane saw that and then said, hey, I've got some of these other ones that you might be after. So there's the disc, nothing special there. And I'm like, yes, please hook me up. I was starting to look at buying some, but Kane comes through yet again with a couple. So there's that one. And the next one he sent me was another Asterix one, and that is Asterix at the Olympic Games on DVD, the live action version. These are the ones that have Gerard Depardieu in there as Obelix. Is it Obelix? I'm sure someone will fix me up there in the comments. And there's the disc. So yeah, keen to add them to the collection. Keen to see what live action version looks like, actually. Definitely something I'm not overly familiar with, but definitely keen to check it out and see what it's about. So yes, yet again, thank you, Kane, for helping me out as always, mate. You don't know how much I appreciate it at times. So yeah, there we go. Another couple of Asterix to the collection. It's growing. It's growing. I'll be looking at getting a few more this year, so you'll probably see them pop up. That's for sure. So that is Asterix and Obelix take on Caesar and Asterix at the Olympic Games on DVD. Okie dokie. So next couple I have for you, and I did promise you that I wasn't going to get any more of these. But somehow I got another one. You know what it is. Come on. I've been banging on about it for a while. That's right. Some Benny 10. Don't worry, there's only one this month. And this was a bit of a surprise, actually. So this is Ben 10 Omniverse Volume 4 on DVD. And I got this off eBay for $10. Now, that's not too bad for this one. I have two of the Omniverses. I don't know how many there are in the Omniverse series. I'm still yet to find that out. But I've got Volume 4, Volume 1. I've seen 2 and 3, but that's about it. I don't know if it just stops at 4. So I'll have to do some more research to find out. But yes. Wasn't planning on getting any Ben 10 this month, but yeah, when I saw this for $10, I pretty much jumped on it straight away. I have seen this copy for about $20 as well. So when I saw a guy have it for $10, I jumped on it straight away and thought, no, bugger it, I'll get it. Don't want to miss out when it's at a good price. So yes, still chipping away at the Ben 10. Yeah, we'll see what happens next month, but yeah. I really am down to the pointy end, so hopefully I'll get through these soon. So that's Ben 10. Like I said, what's a video without a Ben 10 lately? Anyway, and the next one I got, now this one, as usual, you do your searches and you always seem to come across something that you've never seen before. And I have never seen this one before at all. This one's a fresh one to me. What's that, you ask? Well, it's this one. The Amazing Extraordinary Friends Season 1 on DVD. And I got this off eBay for $12. Yes. Now, a lot of you will be going, what the hell? Because I certainly did. So there's the front and the side. Turns out, this is a TV show from New Zealand, of all places. Yes, that's right. 2-disc set. Look at that. Very nice indeed. Yeah, so this, from the research I just found out, this is a TV show from New Zealand about a teenager and his friends who all happen to have superpowers. Anyway, went for 3 seasons. Obviously, we got season 1 here in Australia, you can tell. And I don't know if it got released anywhere else. Anyway, in New Zealand, of course. But yeah, we got our version here in Australia. Looking into it, looks like there's a season 2 that only got released in New Zealand. Not sure about season 3. So the search is on. I'm going to see if I can pick up a season 2. And I'm not sure what I'll do about season 3. Maybe it'll end up being a bootleg copy. I don't know. But yeah, I hate when they do that. Yeah, let's get everyone interested in it, and then we'll just stop producing the DVDs. Oh, come on, just why not finish it off? I'm sure there's an audience. There was an audience for 3 seasons, so there'd be an audience for DVDs. Anyway, enough of me bitching and moaning about them not releasing stuff. But yeah, keen to see what it's like and see if it's any good. Obviously, it did all right on New Zealand TV if I went for 3 seasons. So yeah. So there you go. Another one of those rare, weird ones that, you know, you manage to find when you're doing your searches. Like I say, always do your searches on eBay. Lord knows what you'll find on there. Anyway, so there we have it. Ben 10 Omniverse Volume 4 and The Amazing Extraordinary Friends Season 1 on DVD. Okay, next couple I have for you. Now, this is a series that I had a good run on for a little while, and then I've had a bit of a break trying to wait for the prices to come down to some realistic prices. Well, at least closer to my trigger prices anyway. Around that 10 to 15 buck mark where I'm happy to pull the trigger when it comes to TV shows. And this TV show is Fear the Walking Dead Season 6 on a DVD, and I got this off eBay for $17.99. Now, the guy had it for, I think it was $19.99, and I managed to get a couple of bucks off it and get it closer to my trigger thing. I haven't seen one this cheap at all. So yeah, I pretty much got straight onto it and thought I'd see if I can get a couple of bucks off, and he was keen to get rid of it. So he was happy enough to take a couple of bucks off for me. And yeah, getting to the end of this one, I think this one goes, quote me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it goes 8 seasons. And yeah, so I'm up to 6, so I've only got 7 and 8 to go. So happy to pick that up at a reasonable price. Maybe a little more than I'm used to, but definitely the cheapest one I've seen so far. The other two, still around the 40 buck mark. I won't be touching them anytime soon. So yeah, that was a bit of a random one. Like I said, there was up 1 to 5 you can get really cheap, but yeah, come to these later seasons, good. Same with the other Walking Dead. I've got up to 8, but then I think from 9, 10 and 11 still expensive. Like, I don't know what's going on there, but anyway, hopefully they'll come down in price soon. And the next one I got, now this is one I've been on the chase for this for a little while, and it has been a pricey one and a hard one to find, and that is Tarzan and the Lost City on DVD, and I got this off eBay for $19.99. Now, this is the Australian version, which is even harder to get, as I found. But yes, you can get an American version, and you know the deal. For me, it's $20 plus just for postage, let alone for the DVD. And of course, people want some serious money for this because it's not that common. well, this guy, I don't think he really knew what he had. And yeah, I managed to get it for $20. Casper Van Dien, you might know him from Starship Troopers as Tarzan. Now, this came in 1998, if I remember rightly. Apparently went in the cinemas. Can't say I remember seeing this at the cinemas. But yeah, this one looks interesting. It looks actually quite low budget, to tell you the truth. But sometimes it's the ones like this that are the harder to get ones because they don't release too many and all that sort of deal. So I'm not sure exactly why, but this has definitely been one I've been trying to track down. Maybe a little easier for you guys in the States, but definitely has been one I've been looking at for a while since I started getting the Tarzans. And yeah, to get it for this price, I'm actually really happy with that. Because I know how much it would cost me to get from the States. So yeah, not a bad buy there at all. So that is The Fear of the Walking Dead Season 6 and Tarzan the Lost City on DVD. And yes, it's come to that a pointy end of the video where, that's right, you know what we got. The bargain of the month. That's right, this is a bargain of the month. Now, this one, a good mate of mine, Rob at Roberto Nero Superheroes. Go give him a follow if you don't already. He got me onto this one a few years back. I managed to pick up the sequel, so there's two. There's this one and the sequel. I got the sequel a few years ago at a pretty decent price, actually. But the first one has just been just out of reach as far as price goes and availability. It's not that common to get a legit copy, if you know what I mean. Sure, I can get a bootleg, but yeah, to get a legit copy, it's not that common. So hence why this is a bargain of the month. And what is that, you ask? Here we go. Superargo on DVD, and I got this off eBay from the US for $31.40. Now, there you go. We'll just have a look at the front. That's the original movie poster. It is one of those movies from the 60s, from Italy, if I'm not mistaken, that there was a few of them. There was a lot of them from Italy in the 60s. Thanks to the old Batman 66 series, it really sparked the interest in superheroes back then. If you go back and have a look, there's a lot of stuff, especially foreign stuff, that got released in the 60s. It was such the craze. Anyway, Superargo, I can't say I've seen the first one or the second one. I've seen the trailers, and it looks interesting, that's for sure. Definitely keen to give them a watch. But yeah, this one, it is definitely a hard one to get a hold of. I've only ever found one place to have this for sale, on eBay. I can get, like I said, I've seen a couple of bootlegs, but to get like a proper release like this one is, yeah, to get it, it just seems to be super rare. And it's to get it for $31.40 for me. That's not too bad, actually. It's been bouncing around between the $40 to $50 mark, and they decided to drop the price a bit, have a bit of a special on it. So when I saw that, I thought, yeah, it's about time. I need to finish this off, get the first one. So yes, I got it. Like I said, keen to give it a watch. Just classic 60s gold, that's for sure. I'm sure Rob will tell me about it when he sees the video. But yes, definitely one of those great gems from the 60s and that whole Batmania wave that happened back then. So yeah, definitely another one I can mark off the list. So that's Superargo, and I believe the sequel is Superargo versus Obelix, or the robots, or something like that, if you translate it in English. So yes, there we go, Superargo on DVD. And yes, we've come to the end of the video and the cautionary tale of, yes, the scam of the month. That's right. I got done again. You may remember about 6 months ago, I got done on the Black Superman, where I got done by some fellow selling what he was sort of touting as an original, but it was a bootleg. Anyway, I should have known better on that one. That one actually was a bit more of a giveaway than this. This one I got done real good. but I'm not the only one, and that's where this is going to be a bit of a cautionary tale. So what did I get? Well, it seemed legit. It really did. And that is something I've been trying to get for a while, but it's just been out of reach price-wise. And when I saw this, I thought, yes, I've got the deal of the century. Turns out it wasn't. Anyway, the old Too Good to Be True. What's that? Static Shock Season 1, 2, 3, and 4. All 4 volumes on DVD. And I got this off eBay from the States for $130.29. Now, for you playing at home, wanting to go, wow, that's a lot of money. For me, I individually priced them to sort of work out how much of a saving it was going to be. So each one of these, if I bought the originals, would be $50 plus. So when you do some math, I think it was coming in at about, to get the cheapest versions out there, I added it up, I was looking at about $220 if I wanted to get the whole 4 seasons for me. So when I saw this for $130, that's including postage, I was like, yes, please, thank you very much, I will get that. And I waited, I was excited, watching the tracking, here it comes, this is going to be great. Hence I was waiting to do the video, I'm like, oh, come on, hurry up and get here so I can do the video. And then it showed up, and my heart sunk. I nearly died. I'm like, I just spent $130 on garbage. Yes, so I'll just show you one of them. They're all exactly the same. You may see that the cover just looks a little faded. It just doesn't look real bright and vibrant. That's because it's printed on paper. There we go. The discs, they look faded. Why? Because they're cheap stickers. And there's the sleeve that you buy those cheap DVDs ours in. He's just popped it in there. He couldn't even fork out for the DVD cases that have the doubles. And then, of course, as soon as I looked it over, I don't know if you'll see that on the camera, but yeah, that is clearly a DVD-R. Oh, my heart sunk. I went, oh no, I've just dropped a mad $130 on something that is pure and utter rubbish, and cheaply made at that. Oh, anyway, but there is an upside to the story. Yes, so I managed to get a refund. As soon as I seen that, I hopped straight onto eBay and said, oi, this is not legit, blah blah blah. And yeah, I got my money back. Yes, thank God, I've got my money back. Geez, they're not going to stand, are they? They don't want to stand. Anyway, bugger it, I'll just put them down. They're garbage anyway, you don't want to see them. So luckily enough, I got my money back. Now, I'm not going to do a name and shame, but I'm doing this so you don't fall for the scam. So I'm going to put the eBay guy's name here, right? So if you come across anything from this guy, double, triple, quadruple check, because I've got a feeling that he's selling scams. Now, I'll get the original listing and put it up on the screen to show you. He has 4 originals, right? So they weren't in black cases. They were in clear cases. And they got glossy covers. Looks to me is he's bought the originals himself, done copies, and then is selling the copies under the guise of originals. So he uses the same photo, same everything, and at no point in the listing does he say that they're DVD-Rs. And you know, mate, like, I don't have anything against bootlegs. You know, if that's how you want to go, that's fine. But I didn't want bootlegs, I wanted originals. And he did it under the guise that he had originals. I went and looked back at his feedback to see if anyone else had got stung. Turns out he's got a good scam going on. So what he does is he sells them to people and hopes that they don't return them. Because as soon as I said I wanted a refund, I got a refund straight away, and it said, please don't send them back. And I'm like, okay, so clearly he doesn't care about them, because they obviously it would cost him $30 to get them sent back to him anyway. So he's just like, keep them. Like, they only cost me a couple of dollars, but charge me, like, so what? I did a rough calculation, like, to make these, especially if he's doing it in bulk, it probably would have cost him like $15-16 to do those. And if you take out postage, he was selling it for about $100. So that's a pretty tidy profit in my book. Anyway, so what he does is he's relying on people to accept it and keep them and not send them back. And there's a few comments in the things where it's like, I got this, we worked out an amicable refund, these were bootlegs. And I'm like, oh, I hate that. And he's got a lot of other listings of some other harder stuff. And he's got it priced that you go, and I think this is what caught me. He's got it priced at that sort of price level that you go, well, it's got to be legit because he's got some decent amount of money on it. It's not like he went, oh, all 4 of these for $40, where I would have went, okay, that's clearly bootleg. But he had it in that mid-range price, so it wasn't a full 250 price for it, and it wasn't something ridiculous like $40. It was in that mid-range, like someone had the originals and was just trying to offload them. Sucks you in, boom, you get bootlegs. He walks away with your money. That shits me. I think that is just so underhanded, so dodgy. I'm not a fan of that. If you've got bootlegs, say you've got bootlegs, people will buy them. People will buy bootlegs. I've got bootlegs. I've got bootlegs of stuff I can't get, but I wanted originals because you can get originals of these. Hence why I thought I was getting a good bargain, because they are pretty pricey. But that's, I almost got to pay him some credit, because that's quite genius actually, to market it almost like it's originals, and it sucks people in. So yeah, I got done. But in saying that, in my defense, there is nothing there to say otherwise. So it doesn't matter how much research you can do, sometimes you can fall into that trap. And that's what happened with me. So yes, I'm still on the hunt for Static Shock, all 4 seasons. I am definitely going to look at getting them soon, and I'll definitely fork out the extra money and get the proper ones, and hopefully not get scammed again. So like I said, I've put the fella's name there. Just be careful. I'm not saying don't buy from him, but I'm just saying be careful, okay? If you want originals, this guy's not selling originals, okay? Someone should report him to eBay. That's bullshit as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, there you go. There's my long-winded scam of the month. So yeah, even someone like me who's been doing this for a donkey's years can get done, especially when they put a lot of false information on. So yes, that's it. Static Shock season 1 to 4 on DVD. No less. Next week on the show, we are going to have a look at the Super Friends Season 2 from 1977 on DVD. So make sure you tune in for that one. Thanks for watching.